Hi everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a piñata cake. Now, piñata cake is full of candy, and since it's Easter soon, we're going to be making this an Easter-themed piñata cake. So let's get started. We're going to start with what we need for the cake. So first of all, I'm going to be using a carrot cake because that goes naturally with the Easter Bunny theme. And the recipe will be in the description box below. I'm also going to be using some cream cheese, buttercream, or you could use vanilla. That's totally up to you. Now also, whatever the candies are that you want to put in the piñata, that is up to you. But what I've got here are some malt eggs, some marshmallow cream eggs, some really pretty Easter colors of jelly beans. So it's pretty much whatever you want to put in it that looks really fun and Eastery. Then for the top of the cake, we've got some Oreo crumbs mixed with some graham cracker crumbs just to give it a dirt texture. And then some more little gummies here, some marshmallow bunnies and some carrot gummies. They're adorably cute. And then we've got some orange buttercream and some green buttercream. We're starting with one of my 3 8-inch layers of the carrot cake, and I also have a 4-inch cutter. Now the cutter is going to make the hole in the center of the cake where you're going to stuff the candies. So I'm just taking the cutter and I'm placing it roughly in the center of the cake, and then with this bottom layer, I'm only going to go about halfway, which is about an inch or so into the cake. Now taking a knife, I'm just going to score out that little bit that I cut, and I'm just going to use that as my guide, and it should just kind of work up here, just like this. Now you can be precise as you want, and you could even go all the way down to the bottom of the cake if you wanted to. I just like that there's a little bit of cake left over at the bottom, and kind of flatten it down there, just like that, keeping more cake in than out. And then what I'm going to do is just run a layer of buttercream around the edges like this. I have layers 2 and the 3rd layer here. So with the 2nd layer, which is in the middle, I'm taking my 4-inch round cutter again, and I'm placing it into the center, and I'm just going to press all the way down this time, all the way to the bottom, and pull out the entire part here, like that. And then for the 3rd layer, which is the top layer, I'm going to repeat what I did with the 1st layer. So I'm only going to press it down about an inch down here. And then I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to core out this center and remove the center again. And then I'm going to put my buttercream around here again, like I did before, and we'll be ready to fill the cake with our candy. So I've got my 1st layer here. I'm going to take my 2nd layer and place it on top. The buttercream is going to help adhere the 2 layers to each other. Now I'm going to take my candies, and it's time to fill the piñata hole. So I'm just going to take whatever kind of candies I have and just pop them in. The little ones will fit in the spaces that the big ones leave the big gap. So just fill to your heart's content here. And then because I emptied a bit of the 3rd layer, you can have the candy poke a little bit out so that you can fill the cavity left in the top layer. So you can see that these ones are above, and there's going to be enough spot that the top layer will fit on just nice and snugly. To finish the piñata, I'm going to take the 3rd layer of cake, and it's got the buttercream on it already, and I'm just going to turn it over on top and press it down. With the cake all together, I'm going to take my buttercream and I'm going to cover the cake entirely with the buttercream. So we've got the cake covered in the buttercream, and I'm going to be applying the carrots now. And I've switched to the orange buttercream, and it has a 104 Wilton petal tip here for piping them. So what I do is I just put the large part of the tip towards the cake, and then I just squeeze and work up the cake diagonally, just going zigzag up here like this until I've come right to the top. And I'm going to go around the cake and add all the carrots in different heights and sizes. So what I've got here is my Oreo and graham cracker mixture, and I'm going to put it on top of the cake. And this is kind of going to be like the garden that the bunnies are in, because if they've got carrots in here growing in the garden, then we're going to make a nice little dirt top here. So like it said, it's just cookie crumbs, and I'm just going to push it right towards the edge and fill the whole top. So we've got the top on here. So what I'm switching to now is the 233 tip, which is a grass tip, and it is going to be the stems for the carrots. So I just squeeze, and I'm going to squeeze them out and then just pull them over like that, and probably like 2 or 3 per carrot top here. So I'm going to go around and just complete all my carrots. So we're going to be making the bunnies now, and what we need to make the bunnies are 3 large marshmallows and 2 mini marshmallows. I've got some melted white chocolate, and I'm going to be using some pink sanding sugar. So to start out, I'm going to take one of the large marshmallows, just dip it into the white chocolate. You don't need very much to make them stick, and then I'm just going to press it onto the top here and let that sit. Now, with my third marshmallow, I'm going to cut off about 1/3 of it here, like that. And then I'm going to cut that third in half, and this is going to be the bunny's feet. So the sticky part where you've cut it, that's going to naturally stick to the other marshmallow. So I want to take this part right here, dip it into the white chocolate, rub it off a little bit, and then dip that into the pink sanding sugar, and then press it to the side of the bunny like that, and then repeat that on the other side. So I'm just going to dip into the chocolate and then into the sanding sugar, and the sticky spot that I cut off is going to stick to the side there. If it's not sticky enough for some reason, you could always just put white chocolate in there. So then back to this third, or this 2/3, I'm going to cut them in thirds again, and these are going to be the ears. So that is going to get pressed, and it's sticky, into the pink sanding sugar. You can rub off the extra there. It's a little bit sticky from the scissors. And then you're going to dip it, the end, into the white chocolate, and then press the ear onto the top. I'm going to repeat that with the other one, but I have to hold this here until it sets. Using some mini marshmallows, I'm just going to dip them into the white chocolate here, and just a little bit, and then attach to both sides. So dipping in here, wipe it off a little bit, and then attach to the side of the rabbit like that. To make our little bunny's face, I'm going to be using some heart sprinkles, and I'm just going to dip them into the white chocolate and then place them right in the center there. And then I'm going to take some blue little ball sprinkles and then just apply them for the eyes. And then once I've got this one on here, I'm going to take some pink long jimmies. Now these ones I just sorted through like a full color collection of jimmies, and I just pulled out the pink ones that were kind of on the long side. So that says that's how we put the little bunny little face together. So I'm going to make a couple more bunnies, and then I'm going to put them onto the cake and show you the finished product. So I've placed the bunnies on top, and you can see with the little mini one at the front there that you can also make this the same kind of bunnies using different sized marshmallows. You can use little ones or even really extra large ones. So I've sliced the cake open as well, so you can see the surprise piñata candies inside the piñata cake. And I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial today. If you're interested in more Easter exciting recipes, make sure you check out our Easter playlist. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again next time.